African music. I wish I had some drums playing. We need some sound effects, Jasmine. You don't think we need that? That way, when I come up here dressed like not African drums. See, I need stuff that's like for me. You know what I'm saying? African drugs, drums. I said drugs. You know, alcohol, sounds of alcohol, us popping the bill open, breaking the wine bottle, stuff like that. We don't want the cliche stuff that they doing, bombs and guns. We don't support all that anyway, okay? When you come over here, we want you to come happy and leave happy, okay? And enlightened. If y'all don't know what today is, it's happy hour, okay? That means no commercials on my end. Okay, now we can't, we do not have any control on what YouTube decides to pop up, and when they pop it up, they did tell us that we have no control over where they place ads no more. Okay, before I used to try to keep them out, but they said, they're gonna pop them up when they feel that it's ready. So it is not us. Okay, now happy hour is all about us. All right, it's our time to get off work, or maybe you stay at home and we just head on over to the bar and we unwind it all. Okay, and you guys can unwind it through video. We have a link pinned in the chat. The moderators will actually be sharing the link as well, or you can email me a question, okay, to unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Everything has to be personal. No YouTube consultation things, and besides, people I helped on YouTube, it's just I don't want to use that on my resume. Now, but I'm good at what I do, nevertheless. But that is not what this show is about, okay? And so, and if you do come up here and ask me a question about YouTube, don't take it as disrespect. Jasmine's just gonna drop you off, okay? I'm not even gonna play around, because I'll try to sneak the questions in, and all you got to do is send an email, okay? And so remember, it's happy hour. Call in, write in. The call in link is in the chat. Please wait patiently. We're gonna get through to everybody, okay? Or you can write in, and hopefully your question will make it. If it don't make it this time, I always try to make up for what don't make it during the next show, okay? And these shows are getting quite popular, so we may have to introduce them at least twice a week, or either during the segment, okay? And so, listen, that's how it's going to go down over here. Now, before we get started, I got to sell some vacuum cleaners, okay? Who's got their tickets? We got like, what, 40 left that we going to sell? Because I'm literally selling family and friends seats. They're not important. I promise you, them tickets is on sale. My mama ticket on sale. My sister's ticket on sale. My daddy ticket on sale. They talking about where we gonna sit. Outside. Okay? There's some standing room, and y'all can watch it backstage. So I got their tickets on sale. But if they do not sell by a certain day, I will take them back. Okay? And then I'll let them sit down. All right? Because obviously y'all want them to have a seat, because y'all ain't buying them. But there's 80 left. 80 left, and it's in totality. Okay, I do know Jasmine's doing some upgrades too. If you email, what are they emailing? stories@tashaklive.com. If you want to upgrade your tickets, which means you want to move from the back to the front, there's some room to do that. So all you got to do is email her. But literally, if y'all don't, I'm telling you, I will sell the skin off of my cat. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, okay? So be sure to get them tickets. October 20th. All right, we're live in Miami. It's Wino weekend. We got some surprise guests coming out. Can't wait to tell you who they are when you get there. All right, so be sure to get them tickets. The links are going to be in the chat. And everybody that's backstage, hold. I see TWY. I see Tyler. I see Lola. I see LaDon. And I see Jason. Okay, y'all hold back there. I'm going to read a question first so we can get the monetization on the video. Because y'all be coming up here talking about, I done F, da, 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 da. I'm like, oh my God, wait a minute. Let me get paid first. I need my money. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and get started. So what I usually do is read one question and I take 2 video calls. And I read one question and I take 2 video calls. Remember, no YouTube consultations whatsoever and no other stuff about other YouTube beefs. Okay, I ain't doing that. I'm not repeating Groundhog's Day. And I'm sorry to be yelling like Cheryl Underwood up here, but that's the only way y'all seem to hear me is when I'm yelling. Remember Cheryl Underwood used to have that purse on her with a damn military outfit on? Doing her remembered it. I said, tell him, Cheryl. Tell him. Yes. All right. So let me go ahead and pull out the first question. Y'all hold backstage. The names I just mentioned, y'all are next, okay? So just be patient. And y'all make sure y'all hit the wine glass. Okay, y'all hit the wine glasses in the chat, all right? Remember, no blocking. No blocking nobody. All right, let me see what the first question gonna be. Hold on for a second. All right, now we starting deep. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. No, I think I read that one. Hold on for a second. Okay. Anonymous. She says her name is, we'll start with Shan. Let's just put it like that. Okay. My husband and I have 10 kids, Tasha. Damn. Y'all obviously love each other. We never had our honeymoon. Yes, you have. We try to implement date nights and get more time together, but right now we spend our time in the house. But we want to do more outside of the house. How can we make this happen? I'm also in nursing school. He works almost 12 hours a night, Monday through Friday, 4:30 p.m. to 3:30 a.m., and we have a 4-month-old. Child, first of all, you got to stop getting pregnant, okay? We got the ceasefire on the... Tell your husband ceasefire before he be working 24 hours. Because I don't even think he working enough for 10 children. And your honeymoon stage, don't get up here and lie to me you ain't had no honeymoon stage, and obviously 10 children, there was a honeymoon somewhere, because that's usually when folks get the pregnant. So y'all have been enjoying each other to the point where it's been fruitful. God said you must be fruitful and multiply, and y'all have done that, okay? Now we try to implement date nights and get more time together. Where's your mama? Where's your sister? See, this is what you're going to have to do. I got a sister that do this, okay? She has to split her children up. Whenever they go on date night, her and her husband, one got to go here, one got to go here, and one got to go there, because they all three are like having 5 kids. And she doesn't want anybody to have all 3 of those kids at the same time, because then nobody will ever actually help her out. So what you're going to have to do is leave. And I'm sure you got some kids that's like 13, 14. They can stay home by themselves, okay? All right. Anybody below 8 years old, they need to be with mama, auntie, and you get some time, whether it's every 2 months, every quarter. Go rent you, do a staycation, go rent you a hotel, do something, okay? Me and Mr. Shaq have to do that. I have an eyeliner, okay. Me and Mr. Shaq have to do that because we work and we live together. So we have to make sure we go outside the house, even when we spend time together, to make sure we get that quality time, to make sure we still like each other, okay? Because we got a lot of reasons not to. Marriage is hard, but we always like each other. Once we get away from work and the children and the friends and stuff, we are best friends. That's my baby. So yeah, you're just going to have to stop getting pregnant. I recommend a Mirena, or just your tubes tied. Burn them. Take them out. Hysterectomy, okay? And then let these kids grow up so y'all can enjoy each other, because it's going to be hard if you don't. And then everybody gets older and they leave the house and you guys haven't spent time getting to know each other. Usually that's when marriages dissolve, is because you don't know each other and you're different people. And then you realize you've been doing all of this and now it's peace and quiet and nobody's around and it's just you two, and you got to figure out, well, what did I love about you again? Why did I do this? Who are you? Yeah, nah. And I know Latoya Luckett, and I know I ain't supposed to be talking about no celebrities here, but Latoya did say, because her husband stepped out of the marriage, and I don't believe it was a good reason for him to step outside of the marriage, but she basically said it was because she didn't put her husband first. She put her kids first, but they had 2 kids back to back. That's kind of hard to put your husband first. It's hard. So I understand what she's saying. The next time I get married, I'm gonna put my husband first, then my kids. She's meaning that. And I understand what she's saying. I'm just gonna make sure that my husband has quality time the same way I spend quality time with my kids, so that he don't feel neglected. He don't feel he have to go get his needs met elsewhere. So I get that. That's grown woman talk right there. Because what if he spend all his time with the kids and spend no time with you? You will be screaming, hollering, kicking. Oh, you don't love me. Then you out getting side dick and falling in love. Because that's what happens when we get side dick. You fall in love with somebody else. And then we got a problem. And we don't need that. Okay? So put your husband first. Get your tubes tied. Show him that you're dedicated to this thing. Go get a hysterectomy. Tie your tubes. Then he gonna be like, oh my God, I can rest a little bit. He can know that when he shoot off in you, it's not gonna be. Y'all got a whole baseball team. Y'all can literally, he can start his own, like, and make some money off that on the side team. Like, come on now. I don't move. But you gotta do all that first, okay? So moving on, all right? Remember, happy hour. You guys can call in. We got people waiting, all right? Remember, no YouTube questions. If Jasmine see y'all doing YouTube, she's just gonna drop y'all down. I love you though. I really do love you, but I don't love you like that. Y'all ain't finna be deterring here trying to get, advice and stuff like that about no YouTube career. And all you got to do is start a YouTube channel. It's that easy and be likable. All right. Or if you want your question read, please send me an email via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Okay. And we'll make sure we get to it. All right. Come on up here, TWY. Please make sure my sound is off in the back.
Yes,
Hello?
your sound is off. Hey, Tasha.
Hello. Give me big screen and her. If they small, if they're not showing their face, give me big screen. Okay, cool. All right. How you doing? What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Twy, and I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay, shout out Twy and shout out you being on the promised land. I know we're down
Exactly.
there in Tulsa.
So my question is, I need some advice. Right now I'm 28 years old, and I just found out I was pregnant. I mean that I'm pregnant right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I met this guy on YouTube. He lives in Texas. And we hooked up, Tasha. I'm talking about slamming bones. So
Now, what
crazy,
you mean by slamming pavement, slamming bones? What does that mean?
like we had sex like I never had sex before in my life. And I think they resulted in a baby.
You think.
So at
Because when you
these
say you think, there was somebody else possibly.
exactly. So here in Oklahoma, I also have like a sugar daddy. He's 52 years old. The other guy is like half his age. But he's 52 years old and he's a heavy cigarette smoker. And up until like the beginning of August, we were trying to have a baby. And then he pissed me off and I went to Texas. So I'm just wondering, I hit up the 35-year-old man to do a DNA test. And he's telling me, why don't I test the 52-year-old man first? And I'm like, well, the 52-year-old man is, paying for my Lexus, buying rotors, paying rent. I don't
I
got to
never
work.
heard of anybody buying rotors. That's a dedicated dude right there, okay? Because
I'm telling you.
only certain people know what a rotor is. Like you gotta understand. But go
I'm
ahead, baby.
telling
Go
you.
ahead.
I
Okay.
know these types of things. Like, so that's my question. I'm just like so confused. Like, I'm not gonna tell the 52-year-old man that, hey, it's a possibility I've been running away to Texas. This could not be your baby, and mess up everything that I have going on. Like, why would I do that?
Who's the YouTuber?
Well, he's not a YouTuber. He be more into people's chats, and I used to go up on people's live streams. So he actually hit me up on Instagram one day, and that's how we started talking.
Okay. So he basically says, test him first, then do me next.
Right, but I'm like,
Okay.
the timeline and how everything after I found out how far along I am,
Okay.
the timeline is just pointing at him. And recently there was a whole segment online about him, how he's actually raw dogging other women in Dallas, Texas. And the girls were being just so messy because I would have never found this out had I not just been in the segment in the sector around.
Who is the YouTuber, child?
his name is his name is D Banks, first of all. But he be on people's like the Mo3 sector, that's what they call it. So he's involved in those drama people kinda. No
And he
shade, no tea though about them.
and he raw dogged you the first time you met him.
Yes.
Now, what if you had a caught something you couldn't get rid of, like a baby?
I can't get rid of this baby.
I know you can't because you're in a state that don't allow that.
That too. I'm in the Bible state.
Yeah, yeah. Um, okay. Okay. All right. This is complicated. Now let me what is the nature of the relationship with you and the put me back on the other screen. What is the nature of the relationship with you and the older guy? Like, do y'all have an understanding? Did you tell him he was the only one? Is he the only like are you the only person he's seeing? What is the nature of the relationship? Because 52 and y'all not living together.
He wants to move in together. He wants to get married. He's Cherokee, so he wants to put the baby under his insurance. I'm like, but what if this ain't your baby? But I'm not
Well, we
telling
know
him
that.
that.
I mean, if he Cherokee and you black, right?
I am. I'm working on my papers. That's kind of why I moved here. But yeah, he's Cherokee, and
Okay.
he's white, and the guy in Texas is black. So if I wait
You
till
don't want to
9,
be surprised when a biracial baby come out.
or if an
Or
all
black
black
or
baby
all
come out,
black baby. Yeah, that would be that. Remember that movie Life? And that they held the baby up to the prison. It's like, who's the baby's daddy?
right, right.
Okay, so this is a very, very tough situation that you're in. And here's what I would say. Okay. Um, you guys had a fight, right? You and the old guy?
No, we didn't have a fight. We're still on good terms. Like he's being great. He's buying me every craving, everything I need. He's taking care of me, but I'm just not into him like that. Like,
Okay, then it stops right there. It stops right there. Okay. Because now you have a child. Okay. And it's not about, oh, who am I into? Who's the best candidate? Who's this? Every decision that you make from this point forward has to be in the best interest of that child. And first, finding out who that child's dad is going to be so they could prepare and go through the emotions that, okay, I don't know this woman, but I may be a baby daddy. So I got to figure out, and you got to figure out child support when it comes to him. Cause I have a great feeling that you're going to have to catch it that way. Okay. He don't strike me as the type that's going to show up to the child support court. And Texas don't play, so which is a good thing. So you're gonna get that money from D Banks, whether he want to give it or not. All right. So shout out to Texas for that. Now, when it comes to the older white guy, you're just gonna have to be honest. If this is your baby, okay, this is what you're gonna have to do. Now, he kind of strikes me as the type that's gonna do the right thing for the baby, but he may not fuck with you. And you have to understand that he may not fuck with you. And the worst thing you could do is keep carrying a lie in your belly and in your mind and in your heart because it's going to eat you alive and it's going to eat that baby alive because at the end of the day that baby should not have to worry about who their daddy is. I don't believe in what do you call that when people go to I had a friend that just did that stupid and I told her you stupid. She went and bought a baby, got sperm in a cup, bought the baby. Where's the father? What are you going to tell the baby whenever they do, oh, daddy, daughter dance, dance for donuts, where she comes from? Like, come on, that's selfish. That's selfishness. So you're 28. Either
right.
you're going to take your ass to Mexico, don't say a motherfucking word, get your ass back here and move states, or you going to face the consequences and let this man know what done happened so that y'all can better make decisions on behalf of the baby. And you worry about your relationship later. Obviously, you wasn't worried about it when you were down there getting raw dogged in Texas. So I
No, I
don't know why you
wasn't.
right about it now over some rotors. And you can get a job and pay for that shit yourself.
Thank you, Tasha.
You really mean that?
I totally can't. Like, I totally am independent like that. It's just my first child. I've never been in a situation like this.
Yeah, and that's gonna be hard. That single mom shit. I'm not with that. I don't believe in that. That's why y'all got to start wearing protection. Because you can catch something you can't get rid of in most states, like a baby or AIDS or HPV or you know what I'm saying. It could have been a lot worse, but thank God it's life. And you shouldn't be going through a pregnancy lonely either. You should, whenever you carry a baby, whoever you carry that baby with should be right there beside you, going to get your food cravings and shit like that, getting up 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Seeing about you at the hospital. That's what you deserve. Okay.
Right. And
All
D
right.
Banks also told me that he hasn't had a child in 12, 13 years.
He
So
lying.
it's most likely
He
not him,
lying.
basically.
He
But
lying. When motherfucker tell you he ain't had no kids in 13 years, count how many he done aborted between that time. Or
and I
he
don't
just
see how
don't
you
say
haven't
it.
had a
Or
kid
he
if you
just
raw
don't
dog
say it.
everything.
Yeah. And he raw dogged you and you let him. So I mean, you can't be mad at D Banks, okay? He put that D down in the bank. Okay?
All right, Tasha. I'm
All
gonna jump in the chat.
right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, that's how I really get now. All right, y'all pray for her. Give her some advice in the chat, but she got to deal with that, and she got to let these men know what's going on. Okay. All right, come on up here, LaDon. You're next, Chantel, Lash City, Jason Johnson. I see y'all. If you want your question answered, please hit the link and get in line, okay? And just hold steady. Where you calling from, LaDon?
Mass.
Where?
Boston, Mass.
Okay, you got something on in the background.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Shout out to Boston, Massachusetts. Is it cold up there yet?
Yes, yes. It's already cold. It's a shame. My arthritis bones can't take it.
Ooh, child, you gotta drink some carrot juice. You gotta juice some organic carrots and drink about 2-3 glasses a day. That arthritis will take care of itself. Okay.
Swear. Really?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It will. But what's your question?
All right. Well, I was with my significant other for 23 years, and I used to be a wild child. And
How
I
wild we talking?
jail, drugs,
Oh,
street life. I was out there. But I changed my life 20 years ago. He was the
congratulations.
Thank you. He was the
Oh,
consistent one. He was the one that held me down even when I did time.
so
You
he was your
know,
papoose, honey.
oh my God, yes.
Okay.
So the last time I got out, we had a son. He's 16 now.
Hmm.
And my significant other, we was together, but we never married.
Okay.
And he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I am struggling with showing up for life, just simple things, feeding myself, um, just simple. I just can't get what step. I just don't know. I can't. It's been 2 years, and I even stopped working because I couldn't even, go to work without a song or just anything and breaking down. So now I just started work again, so but part time. So I am, getting out to at least go to work. But I became a hermit and just closed myself in. And I don't have any passions, any desires. I just wake up. I'm stuck.
Thank you for being vulnerable. I know it's hard to to talk about things like that. And of course, I'm sure you've watched the show, but I speak I speak a lot about depression, and I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. I've been in it. Thank you, baby. And so, would you say that you are depressed?
Yes, I do, but I don't take medication, but I do kind of feel like that.
Now, I do want to say this. I'm not a doctor, and nor do I believe in all things that we go through needing medication.
Right.
Okay. And so I don't, judge whether you want to get medicated or not. That is completely up to you and a doctor that you see. But when it comes to the depression aspect of it, because I've been there and I know what it is, and a lot of people can say, well, you've overcame depression. No, once you're depressed, once you have anxiety, if you come from a very traumatic background and it seems like you have a lot of trauma that you kind of overcame, you know,
Mhm.
given your life before, you changed your life 20 years ago, all of that
Mhm.
lingers, and it shows up in different ways, and it's probably showing
Yeah.
up in the depression as well too. And you were holding on to your significant other as a, I wouldn't say it was a trauma bond, but he gave you hope, he gave you life, he gave you a reason to live by holding you down, by making sure that he was there for you regardless, whether or not you fucked up or not. And so that's kind of what I'm getting.
Right.
Okay. First things first, you did the right thing by, even if you can tell somebody that you depressed, there's hope. because it's when you can't tell somebody that you're depressed and then you let those thoughts overtake you. That's when the suicide comes in. That's when, just a lot of other thoughts that you know, I'm not going to say shouldn't be thinking, but in the state of mind that you're in now, it's rational to think why you would think that way. Okay.
Right.
And so I was depressed at a time in my life where I would literally go to work. And then when I got home from work, if I didn't have to go to work for 2 days, I would sleep those 2 days, wouldn't shower, wouldn't brush my teeth, wouldn't do nothing. And I would order
Mm-hmm.
Chinese food on the day that as soon as I got home, I would order that Chinese food and I would put that Chinese food under the bed, would put that Chinese food in the refrigerator, wouldn't do nothing. And basically, I would eat on that same Chinese food for 2 to 3 days. And then when it came time for me going back to work, I would, get up, finally take a shower after 3 days. I would, get fresh food when I went to work because I worked at Applebee's at the time. And then it was just kind of a cycle day in, day out. Didn't have any therapy, didn't have any support, didn't have any friends. But luckily and we didn't have the internet at the time. So we got something that's really, really like golden now because you can find a therapist online through certain sites, for as low as $50
Right.
a month. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have those type of options.
Yep.
It was kind of like I didn't have the money to afford a therapist either. So I had to go down to the Department of Health and kind of sign up that way to get a therapist. And that's how I went about getting
Right.
my therapy. And I did ultimately end up being on medication for 3 months until I was able to stabilize, just my chemical imbalance in my head, that was going on, that was causing a lot of the depression and stuff like that. And then I was able to work through a lot of my issues on and off in therapy since I was 21, you know, um,
Yep.
a lot of childhood trauma, and it's not easy. And this is just gonna plant the seed. Normally, when we're unhappy, and I just had a conversation with Apple Watts, and we're gonna be putting out that interview here. When we're out of when we're depressed, when we're suicidal, it's because we've ran out of options. We
Mm.
feel we feel in our brains that there's no other option.
Mm.
And yes, and I know that from experience because once you start to get ideas, right? Once you start, and I'm sorry, this is getting on my nerve. I'm gonna have to put this up because it's getting in my way.
It's cute
Feel
though.
like
It's
I got
cute
on one
though.
of them little weaves. People always be, but we'll figure it out. Okay. All right, better. Now, and what I was telling Apple Watts is the same thing that I'm gonna tell you. Apple Watts loves to dance, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
said, well, you can still dance. She says, how? I can't walk and my arm can't move. I said, well, you can teach people to dance. And she was like, I never thought of that because she's so depressed, right? And
Right.
so your soulmate is not here in flesh, but he's here in soul. And you
Right.
know that even though he was here physically, he would have held you down. And so do you not
Mm-hmm.
think he wants to hold you down in spirit?
I didn't think about it that way, but absolutely.
Right. So what you
Yeah.
got to do is you got to figure out what truly makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I know that's a cliche, but it's so powerful in itself. What are the things that make you happy? Because when we're not happy, we don't want to live. We don't want to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to go to work. There's nothing to live for. And people will say, well, you got your kids, but your kids, like, yes, if you feel like you're letting your kids down by you not
Right.
being able to do the things that you need to do for them, you feel like, why do I need to be here? And
Right.
this is where putting yourself first comes in. And I don't think you ever put yourself first. I think you put yourself into him. I think you put yourself into your past. I think you put yourself into your children, and you never put yourself into yourself first. And so now
Right.
it's like you're starting life over and
Like
you
a
got to
little
see,
kid, fresh.
yeah. And it's easy. Like I tell people this all the time. Start with the stupidest shit ever. Color.
Mm.
Take out a coloring book. It's crazy, but it's so therapeutic. And you color in between the lines. Draw. Writing.
Yeah.
Once you start to you know what I'm saying? Like sync yourself in a creative way with the earth,
Mm-hmm.
like those ideas will flow. And before you know it, you're going to be like, you know what? I could do this. You're going to get all sorts of ideas. That's what I do when I'm going through a hell wagon. I color. I write. I draw. I go outside and walk around. Look at people. You know, I don't necessarily have to have
Right.
conversations. I go lay on the beach. You got to start
Mm-hmm.
doing those things to open up your mind and your spirit to receive ideas. Because once you
Right.
start to receive, you're going to look at somebody when you're out walking and be like, damn, I didn't know I could do that. Like, I think I'm going to try that, you know?
Yeah.
And so you start by taking steps like that and then take the step, just like you called me and you put you $50 aside with that part-time job. And you say that part-time job is going to pay for my therapy and you get you a therapist. I don't care if the first therapist is bad, hang up, get another one. You find somebody until you click with that person. And then you start by doing all the little things that made you happy as a child. Okay. That you never got to really fully like, you know, expand on, and you expand from that. You're starting from scratch.
Right. I
Okay.
am. I am.
And
Thank you so
journal.
much.
No problem. And
I used to
journal.
love writing, but I ain't wrote in
See?
years. That's why when you said, I was like, I used to write all the time.
Yeah. And you never know what those books like. You got a whole story. You used to sell drugs and all that shit. Like
Girl, did
you
I?
could be
Ooh.
on TV right now with the what did they call that show? The American Gangsters. Like that could be you. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to tell
Yeah.
the story and educate so many people. I'm just saying this is one aspect of it. And then, you
Right.
know, entrepreneurship or even volunteer work. You know, I always like putting people, you know, telling people who feel like they don't have nothing to live for, go volunteer. These people will give you a reason to live because you're like, my problems really ain't that bad. And when that
Right.
person expects you to show up for them every day because you made that commitment, that gives you a reason to get out of the bed. That gives you a reason to love yourself, to get up and
Yeah.
take a shower, to go outside, open up the curtains, let some
Yeah.
sunshine in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So start
It's
there.
so weird when you said open up them blinds. It's like you see my house right now
I
because the
do.
blinds are
Open
closed.
up them blinds, let that sunshine in. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Are you black?
Yes, I
Black
am.
people ain't got no business living in no cold states. We are melanin enriched people and we need sunshine, and that sunshine helps to balance out our mood. So we need vitamin D. So you're going to have to go outside every day at the peak of the sun because it's out there
Mhm.
and receive that vitamin D to help balance out your serotonin and your dopamine levels as well in your brain. So, or take a trip, come down to Florida. That's why I'm here. Come down to Florida, get you some sun, go back. You know, you ain't got to be. A lot of people think I got to stay here. You ain't got to stay nowhere where you don't want to stay. Move where the
Mhm.
hell you want to live and just create a budget
Yep.
wherever you go. So you're gonna be okay. And I'm glad that you
Right.
had the courage to call in. You know, and I want you to email me because I want to hear your progress. And if you need ideas, you know, shoot me an email,
Thank
unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. I
you.
answer all my emails. I really do. And so, but you're gonna be okay. And just start with you and
Okay.
start over and just look at this as a second chance to really get to know yourself without anybody
Yeah.
holding you down but you and God.
Right. Right. Thank you so
Okay.
much. I feel like, I'm willing to take that step. I'm going to call for somebody. I'm going to take the
Okay.
step.
Call for that help, get
Thank
that help,
you.
and then start with the basics. Okay, mama.
Yep.
Thank
I'll
you so
keep you
much,
posted.
Madon.
All
All
right, ciao.
right. Bye. Okay, remember, happy hour. So I got to read a question. I see you guys waiting backstage. Lash City, you're next. Chantel, Jacqueline, Crystal, Ebony, Sunflower. You guys are all next, okay? So just hold back there and I'll be right with you. Let me read a question, okay? Prostitutes and problems is this question. My boyfriend, who is 25, is obsessed with sex workers. He told me he has purchased services from sex workers before. And when I ask him about it, it gets touchy. He seems to have an obsession with sex workers and has a secret Twitter page. He thinks I don't know about, but should I confront him? Is this really a question? I didn't even read this. This is the first time I read it. I just saw the title. It said prostitutes and problems. Sweetie, the prostitutes aren't the problems. Okay. His sex addiction is the problem. And confronting him about an issue that you can't solve, but only a trained professional could solve. Sweetie, there's the relationship is over. Either you're gonna have to share him with the prostitutes or leave. Come on up here, Lash City. What the fuck? Hey, Lash, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi.
Hello.
I didn't expect to be on the platform. I was just trying to watch the show.
Oh, you ain't got no question?
No, not really. I'm from South Florida, but I lived in Panama City, Florida for probably about 15 years.
Who your people,
And
child?
I don't want to say online, but I'm a big fan.
You know that's what we do in Panama. Like, who your people?
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I just want to say, keep going, keep doing your thing. I'm watching. You're very encouraging to me, and I just want to watch the show.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Bay County's finest. All right, come on up here, Chantel. Where you calling from? Chantel, I can't hear you. Turn your volume on. I know you're trying to talk because you just unmuted it. Let her go. Jacqueline. Hey, Jacqueline.
I'm Crystal.
Oh, shit. Jasmine, you skipped one. It's okay. We'll go back to Jacqueline. Okay. Crystal, I'm so sorry because I was reading and Jasmine put somebody else in. So I apologize about that. How you doing, Crystal? Where you calling
my God. Detroit, Michigan, baby.
Shout out to Detroit.
What up, though?
What's your question?
Well, I just want to, it's really just to encourage somebody. I have pulmonary hypertension. And what it is high pressures in the lungs. And I'm 41 years old. And I was a esthetician and a massage therapist. And I had to quit that when I got this diagnosis. I have something implanted in my chest. And I became a comedian. And you were the reason that I became a comedian because I thought you were hilarious. Yes. So I've been doing comedy for this last year that I've been diagnosed. And I just want to tell somebody that, and don't nobody know that. That was an exclusive, baby.
Go ahead, keep talking, because I just love how you're not letting your circumstances stop you from doing what you love to do.
Girl, I go up there with my oxygen tank. I gave my oxygen tank a name, Cool Breeze. And I go to the nursing homes and I perform in the nursing homes as well. I got a show tomorrow at Mike Epps Club in Detroit, Michigan. And I just want to tell people, don't let your circumstances stop you. I've been watching you since day one. I am a day one wino, okay? Even though I don't drink wine, I can't drink it.
No,
but
you
still.
better not. Better not be drinking. Okay.
Period. Yeah. So I just really want to encourage people because a lot of people don't know about this disease. It's and I'm 41 years old. I have 2 kids and I have a husband. I've been married to my psychologist husband for 12 years. And he was a security guard first, girl. See what I'm saying? Y'all need to just stick with him. They be moving on.
He paid the light bill for a little while until he
got right.
Okay. But you grew with him though.
Yes, I grew with him.
Okay.
It's so similar. Every time you talk about your husband, I have the same like different stories about my husband as well. So, some people, they married from crab rolls and companionship. I married somebody that can help me. Okay.
She said not crab rolls, child. She's a wino for real. She's a wino for real. She said not crab legs.
Okay.
Go ahead. But I love it. I'm laughing already. Please, what is your name? Like where people can follow you and come see you in Detroit and stuff?
You can go on Crystal Nicole. Craft Wilson. I'm usually on Facebook because you know I'm old. I don't care too much for
You gotta
Instagram. I
do
do
them
a
on
little
your
bit.
Instagram and stuff. But go ahead. What is
Right. But yeah, you
it?
can go on there and you can book me. I also book comedians with me because we go to the nursing homes.
Okay.
Yep. So I do that. I want to meet you so bad. We gotta hang.
We got you. When we come up north, I got you. I'm gonna put you in first row. Matter, I may even let you open up the show with your comedy. You better
Yeah.
bring Cool Breeze too.
I'm bringing Cool Breeze now.
I love it. But no, I know I wish I could just tell your story all the way. You know what I'm saying? And we'll probably get a chance to do that one day when we
I'll
meet.
come
But
back on.
I
Definitely.
think that's amazing that you, regardless, you have every reason to not want to fight for life, and you're
Yes.
fighting for life. And you know, you do have a support system, which is great. Your husband, and he's a psychologist, so I'm sure that he helps to keep your mental check.
Yes.
But I do
I
want to
got
ask
him
you,
and my regular psychologist.
see, yeah, and you got to put the money where it is. And I think whether we have things going on or not, that's to the extent of yours. We need therapy. Like we
Yes.
need it. I got it too. Shit, what the
Okay.
hell? I got to yell at somebody or somebody
Right.
gonna catch this energy. So yeah, I love that. I love that. Is there any cure for your disease?
I'm on this thing called Belitri. They just implanted it in my chest. It's supposed to help me help my my breathing. So eventually I'll be able to come off the oxygen, but it's no cure to it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And we don't know exactly if it came from genetics or
Where?
that genetics,
Oh, genetics. Okay.
or it might be sleep apnea. But it kind of came after I got the yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure
And
there'll be some lawyers contacting some people here soon to get them
mm,
lawsuits going. So you make sure you get in line.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Yes.
gonna happen. It's only a matter of time. They
Yes.
getting it ready. Okay. So but listen, I wish I could keep you here longer. You are such a breath of fresh air, such an inspiration. And I love, and that's good too. I want to hear stories too of like, you know, people going through when everybody ain't always gotta go through it.
Yes.
What does going through it and coming out on the other side mean? And you are that. So thank you so much. And when I
Thank
come up
you.
there, I'm gonna put your ass on the list. We're gonna book you.
Hey.
Bye,
Okay.
Crystal. All
Bye.
right. That's so amazing. Jacqueline,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I
Where
was
you calling from? Hold up. Wait. Where you calling
uh
from? You got to
from
rep your city.
no, I'm from North Carolina, but I live in Ohio right now.
Okay, I can't hardly hear you. Can you turn? Can
Can
you
you hear,
turn up your volume? It's real low.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. Or Jasmine, can you turn it up on your end? Can we turn it up on our end? Okay. Y'all know I can't hear. I talk loud because I can't hear. Go ahead, baby. What's your question?
Well, it's not really a question. It's a video I seen where you was talking about your thyroid.
Mm-hmm.
I have that same issue, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm 8 years old,
Okay.
and so I look at the guy named Awaken
Yaki?
Yaki, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to follow them footsteps to get cured on my own versus just going to the doctor, getting
Okay.
on that type of medication. So I was just saying, like, I can relate to your story.
Okay. But I do want to tell you this too. Yaki is amazing at what he does. But if you have an underlying issue, you're going to need traditional medicine to basically, you know, put it in remission.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Yaki for the maintenance of it so you don't wound back up on the medicine. Because
Right,
if you
right.
have hyperthyroidism, is it hyper or hypo?
I think it's I know it's
You
swollen.
don't even know, child. You got to go get that checked.
Yeah, I have. I know they checked for cancer to make sure it wasn't cancerous, and they told me it wasn't. So it
Okay.
happened as soon as after I had my child. When I had
Yes.
my second child, that's when I seen it. Like I was looking at, I had took a picture, and I'm like, "What the hell is that on my neck?"
So you
And
got a
I was like,
Gordier. So you got a Gordier.
"Yeah,
Right. So yeah, you have to get that treated with a trained medical professional first,
right,
but
mm-hmm,
then you have to go to Yaki to keep you from going back. Okay. Which means he's going to help you with the dietary herb aspect of it so that it doesn't return. Because a lot of the things that you were probably doing, during your pregnancy, even before eating a high sodium diet, salt does it, caffeine, chocolate, all of that stuff causes the thyroid to be hyperactive. But you need a medical professional like an endocrinologist in order to maintain it, but then go to Yaki. So you got to combine two together. You can't do it holistically by itself. I use holistically and traditional together. Okay.
Yeah.
Please don't sleep on this because you can have a heart attack or a stroke.
Yeah.
It's nothing to play with.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because it made me gain lots of weight, like gain, hella weight. And I'm like,
yeah, it will kill you. It will kill. Your thyroid controls all of your hormones.
Yeah.
Everything. And there's something that you're doing that's triggering it to make it get worse. But you got to get it. Once they get you on the medication, you'll probably be on the medication 6 weeks.
Right.
And then you go to Yaki to maintain it. And then they can weed you off the medications.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Doctors be telling you everything.
Yeah, but you just got to do your research too. So when you go up in there, you ask questions. That's what I be doing. But what about this? Well, what about that? You know what I'm saying? You find you a doctor that's willing to dialogue like that with you. My doctor, they got to call him out the room because we be in there talking. I fly from Florida to New York to see him. And I'm like, he ain't gonna come in here no 5 minutes. And so they literally got to knock on the room though, because we be in there talking about our kids in Africa and all types of shit. I'm like, this is what I pay for. So find you a doctor like that that's going to talk to you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem, Mama. Thank you. All right, now let me take a question. Ebony, you up next. Sunflower, Tati, Just Me, Vita. It's a lot of y'all. Just stay there, okay? Let me take a question. All right. Hold on. Okay. Y'all asking me to hook y'all up with celebrities and stuff. What the hell? Okay. In the damn talking about hook me up with this celebrity. No. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, question. This is from Dean. Okay, she says, raised by my aunt and uncle, who I call mom and dad. My real mom is my aunt's sister. I'm confused already. And they don't get along and never really have. My biological father just got out of prison 28 years ago. I was raised the only child, but I have recently, in the last 3 years, has a relationship with my brothers and sisters from my dad. How do I go about trying to build a relationship with my biological father? I feel kind of guilty because I love my dad that raised me. Me and my aunt have a weird relationship. I just don't know. I have a whole other family I want to get to know, and I feel like I have abandonment issues. LOL. Girl, I just wanted to be all over, and I'm a Cancer. Advice. Okay, now I can't give you no advice on your horoscope. Okay. Love what you do, and thanks for entertaining me on a regular basis anytime. Now, I hope I've read that right. So basically, you was raised by your aunt and uncle, who you call mom and dad. And then your real mom is your aunt sister, which means they sisters. So your auntie think your mama ain't shit, which she probably is because she ain't raised you. And then your daddy ain't shit too because he was in jail 28 years. And now you feel guilty going to get to know some people that you ain't got no business being around. You know what I'm saying? And you feeling bad that your uncle, who's your dad, is going to get jealous. No, he's not. Them people ain't finna get jealous. They're gonna let you go over there, see what the hell they saw and why they had to take you, and then you're gonna bring your ass right back. Okay. Now your siblings, Jasmine over there like this. But I get it. You want to know and you're curious. That's why I don't believe in babies being born out of a cup. You know what I'm saying? And then you go choose a donor because you're going to want to know where you come from. You're going to want to know where you get certain things from. Okay. And I went through the same thing. I didn't meet my dad till I was 12. I always thought my sister's dad was my dad. I promise you. When my real daddy showed up, because my mama needed that child support check, he was like, hello, I'm your daddy. I was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And my mama was like, he is. I got to tell you he is because the court said we got to establish this. That's how it was with me. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't start to develop a relationship until he called me and I had to pay his child support for me because they was going to put him in jail for not paying it. And I was pregnant at the time with tonsils. So I was like 23, 24, right? But he's always just kind of been in and out, never been stable or anything like that. And even, getting to know my brothers and sisters and stuff, they said that he was the same way with them and he lived in the house with them. You know what I'm saying? They got their own issues. But things go a certain way that they're supposed to go, and we can't question those things. And you're not going to be able to make up for what you lost. But what I'm going to tell you is you need to go in there knowing that the 28 years that you didn't know this man could probably turn into another 28 because he's institutionalized. He's not a father. Okay? He hasn't been a father to you. He don't know you. And as far as I'm concerned, I done seen men get out of prison, meet kids for the first time, and end up start sleeping with their daughters. Oh, it happens. Oh, I be on some weird blogs. Okay, sometimes I be like, how the hell did I get here? But it's true because you have to understand when people have been institutionalized and they're not themselves, and there was a reason why he wasn't in your life. He doesn't see you as his daughter. That man don't know nothing about being no daddy. Okay, so he's not going to treat you as such. And I know you're trying to get that from your real daddy, but you're trying to get something from him that he ain't even got. He wasn't born with. And that's the reason why you wasn't raised with him. And as far as for your mama, when your auntie said that, yeah, and you shouldn't have a real relationship with your aunt because if it wasn't for your aunt, your ass wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have the mind capacity to even figure out that what you're doing is kind of fucked up. And you shouldn't bring them in the middle of it. If you want to go meet them sorry ass people, go on over there. Just leave them out of it. Just leave them out of it. They did their part with you. They love you regardless. They proved that they love you, but you want to run over here running for love that was never there to get some shit that you not going to get because they don't know how to get it. That's up to you, but do not ruin your relationship with your aunt and her uncle, who is your mother and father, over a perception, over a feeling that you're chasing. Because at the end of the day, it's just a feeling, and love is led by actions. All right? If you want your question read, please email me unwindwithtashak@gmail.com. Or if you want to ask your question, please go ahead and hit the link. We'll invite you up. This is a judgment-free zone, but we're going to tell the shit like it really is, okay? Don't forget, we still got them tickets on sale October 20th, okay? We're going to let about 40 more go before we close down the doors and everything. And I'm going to let my family and friends sit down because I really didn't want them there. They was like, well, we need to come. I said, y'all just trying to clout chase. That's all y'all trying to do. Oh, I'm Tasha K, mom. I'm Tasha K. So, nobody care about y'all. Anyway. All right, don't forget, get them tickets October 20th, okay? Flamingo Bar Theater in Miami. The flights is cheap. If you're coming from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a good time. It is wino weekend. All right? We're going to be doing a lot of these, but you better catch this Miami one, especially while the weather good. All right, let's go. Ebony. Oh, real quick before I let Ebony up. What's coming up on TashaKLive.com? All right, who we got? Definitely going to be talking about DJ Vlad. He got another body. Okay, we're going to talk about this Keefe D situation. Akbar V, she was on live crying about her husband, saying he was cheating. Okay, see the God. Charlamagne the God is trying to get that lawsuit dismissed from Jessica Reed. Okay, it's funny how we'll talk about that on TashaKLive.com. See, I'm already ready to go. Okay, Lotto versus the Scripper. All right, Usher. We're definitely gonna be talking about Wayne Brady. The Waffle House is on strike. Shannon Sharp and Brittany Renner and Sukiyana, Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. We got an update. Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble. And of course, Jeremy and Tamar Braxton, because he sure did take her last name for a little while there. Okay, Mr. Jeremy. All that more coming up on TashaKLive.com at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to see that portion of the show, please feel free to subscribe via TashaKLive.com, the website. Then you can download the app and stream anywhere. Okay, be glad to see you. And if you're over there, put new in the chat so we know that you new and we treat you as such. All right, Wino Nation. Let's go, Ebony.
Hi, Tasha.
Hi, where you calling from, baby? That skin glowing.
Syracuse, New York.
Okay, you got to speak up now.
Syracuse, New York.
Okay, you got a volume on your phone that you can turn up a little bit, like on the side.
What I think I did, I had it.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
I had it
All right.
But okay, so here's the question. Did you hear Boosie react to your skits that you be doing?
Yes.
I know you had to love his reaction.
I did. I posted it. You didn't see it?
No, see, I'm late because I was working. I'm late, so I gotta catch up on that. But I just saw you was live, and when I saw his reaction, when I tell you I was on the floor, I was on the floor. Like there was no hater, there was no nothing negative coming from him. He genuinely likes it.
They all do. They all in my DM. He's just the only one bold enough to say it publicly.
Yeah,
they all in my DM.
But that's why I said, come on now, as much stuff that, go on with him, you got to give him his respect on that because it kind of shows what type of person he is.
Yeah, he knows what it is. A lot of people, they all know what it is. It's just one certain person We gonna talk about that. Listen, you got a question, Ebony?
So I just want to say this too: for him to be as big as he is, and him say your name in that respect,
Yes.
that's you already blowing up. But I feel that's a good thing for you.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
But anyway, God bless.
God bless you. Love you. All right, let's go. Sunflower. How you doing? What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Nicole from New York.
Hey, Nicole from New York. What's your question?
Hey, so Tasha, I have a question about teenage children.
Okay.
What do you do if you were a young teenage mother, and you did your best with your child, you provided them everything they needed and above and beyond, but in their adulthood, they seem to think that you are the cause of all their misery in their lives? How do you deal with that kind of negative energy?
You must have a girl.
Yes, a Pisces. Oh my God.
I'm a
And
girl.
I'm an Aries. I'm an
Oh,
Aries and she's a Pisces.
yeah. See, I'm a girl. I'm a Pisces. My mom was 17 when she had me. She's an Aries. You sure you ain't Lynette, Colin?
No, I'm not Lynette calling.
Okay. How old is your baby?
She's gonna be 23.
Oh, shit. Listen, all you're going to have to do, listen, I know you're Aries and you got a fire in you, okay? The best thing you can do for your daughter is just shut the fuck up. I'm going to be honest with you. Just shut up.
Okay.
And she will eventually come to you. And when she comes to you, just listen. Don't say nothing. Don't be like, because you know, as mamas, y'all want to do that shit. But she in a stage now where the only way she gonna get it is through life. And that's how I had to get it, to understand what my mama was talking about. Now, I at the time, there was a time I didn't think my mama was the best mama. However, it took me until I was 30, 40. To figure it out, because you know, as a teen mom, you know, you're a teen mom. Like, you only can do what you're a child raising a child, damn it. You know what I'm saying? And so right now, you know, she's, you know, probably blaming you for a lot of shit that could have went different in her life and stuff like that. But she's in charge of her own life now. And so if she wants certain things, you just have to support her as a mother to help her to get those things that she wants. Don't argue with her. Don't spend a lot of time going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Just spend a lot of time on solutions. Like, all right, baby, what's the solution? How can we get to where you want to go? That right there speaks volumes. I know I was a teenager, but I'm an adult now. And so I know, and it's kind of like that mentality. If I knew now what I knew then, if I knew then what I knew now, whatever, it would, you know, things will go different. Apply that to her life with helping her to achieve certain goals. Don't try to be controlling. Don't try to be like, I told you so. Just be supportive. Know that she's a Pisces. I'm a Pisces. We crazy as fuck. Okay. Anybody
Very
that
emotional.
deals with me,
Very
they be like,
emotional.
Jasmine just said today, she was like, you know, this job causes a lot of mental health issues. It's me. It's me. It's me. Because I'm a creative person and my thoughts get real deep and they be like, where the hell is Tasha going? Just do what I say. You know? So just support her and figure out ways to help her to get to that. But don't get upset if she doesn't take your way. It's going to plant the seed, okay? So the only thing you can do is just stop arguing, stop saying I told you so, stop acting like you know more, even though you do, and let her go out there and get her ass whipped by herself, and then you just be there to pick up the pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear that fire, but you be cussing her ass out, don't you?
Sometimes. Yeah, when your father turned his back on you and I didn't, I stayed there, right? I could have turned my back too. We both have backs.
But you can't say stuff like that. That triggers her. Because what it does, and I can
No.
tell you
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say that, but I'm saying, like, for me, I feel like, you know, I stayed. I did what I was supposed to do, you know, but I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know.
because
But I hear
I'm gonna
your
tell you this
advice.
too. If you where you from? You sound like you're from the island.
Yeah, I have an island background, yes.
If you raised her in the island, she wouldn't be hollering this shit. Kids in the islands and Africa and everywhere else, they don't give a damn if their mama and daddy raised them, as long as they had a childhood. You know what I'm saying? It's only over here that they see commercials on TV. Were you abused by your mother? Were you neglected by your father? Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's so true because you know what? She went to school one time and she came home and she's like, "Mom, we had a thing in school today and the teacher said that kids have rights." I said, "Yeah, you have the right to shut up. You have the right to shut up. That's your
You
right."
would have raised her back in the islands. It wouldn't be, oh, my mom wasn't there for me. Your grandmama raised you. Your mama sent the check. That's all that matters. All this old emotional support and stuff. You got raised by the community. So let your daughter get that's that westernized indoctrination to cause a problem between mother and daughter. Just support her. That's all you're gonna do. Because at the end of the day, she's gonna run to you to fix every damn thing.
Right. All right. Well,
Okay.
thank you,
But
Tasha.
don't be telling her that's the reason why her daddy wasn't there, because that pisses
No,
her off.
I would never. No, I would
Okay,
never.
yeah, just help her to whatever, baby. Just what is it that you want to do, and just help her to do it. That's it. She gonna fuck
Right.
up, gonna mess up, but just help her to do it, even though you know it's a dead end. Just help her.
All right. Thank you,
right.
Tasha.
You're welcome. All right, Tate, or is it Tati? Is it Tate or is it Tati? Hello, Tate, Tati, Tate. Bye. Vita, welcome back.
Girl, you know I'm back. Hey, Tasha.
How you doing? Did you let the cancer patient go, child?
See, you know what? No. See, my son, he graduating from the Navy in Illinois, and he offered to buy me and my kids flights to Chicago. So you know.
Ma'am, turn your volume up.
Okay.
I hear you driving in the background and stuff.
Wait, let
So
me turn the
you
car. Let me turn the car
to
back
say, let me back this up so people can understand what we're saying, okay? Or
Mhm.
understand where we're going with this story. So you called a couple weeks ago. You said that somebody from your past has reconvened with you, but he reconvened with you, and now that he's sick, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Right. So he ain't got
Mhm.
no other woman around to take him to the doctor.
Nope.
I told you not to do it. You went down there, you
Mhm.
met him anyway. And you
Mhm.
came back and said, this man crazy, right?
That he's a little misogynistic and a little narcissistic is what I said. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why he died alone. Then
Mhm.
you call him back to say he buying you and your kids flights to come see him.
No, my son, my 21-year-old. So I got 5 kids. My 21-year-old, he's graduating from the Navy. And I was about to buy me and my kids flights to Chicago. He like, no, I get the flights for you. Don't worry, I come pick y'all up from the airport and everything. You say no, look at your face. Oh my God.
You really
You say
want that
no.
man with these emotional issues around your children?
Ooh, Lord Jesus, look at your face. You say no.
That man got emotional issues. He dying. And he trying to connect with a family. And y'all gonna have to bear. Do you know what it is to care for somebody that's dying? You better talk to people who are caregivers. Child, you about to take your family down.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. See,
And
let
being
me tell
that
you.
you
So,
got 5 kids, you ready to nurture because that's what you used to doing. This a whole man. He don't need nurturing. Where's his mama?
oh Lord, that's what when he found out he had the cancer, he moved back in with his mama.
Good. Let her take care of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He trying to move out of his mama house and not let his mama take, because she probably talking shit to him. See, had you wouldn't have been out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? You would have had you a woman in here caregiving. I guarantee you. That's what his mama telling him. Don't nobody want to die. Look at you. Done did people wrong. You ain't got not one woman around to help you wipe your ass. Now he coming to you because he think you need a man because you got 5 kids.
Girl. Now
and you calling for it. The fuck?
Okay, see. Let's move back. So I want to say something on sunflower. So sunflower.
You can't be giving nobody no advice.
But we got the same situation because we gonna track it back.
But you ain't even figured your shit out.
Girl, I'm talking about with the 25-year-old, my 25-year-old, and them mother-daughter relationship.
You about to have the problems. You bring that man up there that's losing his mind around them kids. You about to have more problems. But what? Go ahead. What you want to say?
No, I was just saying I understand them mother-daughter relationships is real hard. That's how I was a teenage mother too. I just wanted to say that shit is hard. And girl, you ain't lying. When people told me to back off of my daughter, stop trying to help, they said just stop trying to help. Leave her alone. And they wasn't lying. Leave her alone. Let life.
And they will come back.
Yep. And you ain't lying.
Yeah, but I also ain't lying about this nigga that's trying to get you.
Ooh.
Now, here's what you can do. Now, I could give you. You want the flip side of this?
Go ahead.
All right, you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna do, right? Is you gonna move him in, and you gonna take out a hefty life insurance policy. And you gonna marry this motherfucker, and you gonna take all his shit. And every time he talks shit to you, you just gonna go look at that policy. And you be like, you gonna pay me for every motherfucking thing you done said. Okay? But don't tell him you doing it. Or you could tell him, baby, I really need this to help. You know, I got 5 kids. He'll do it. Just wipe his ass, take his shit, you know what I'm saying? And just remember what the goal is, what the end goal. Now you could do that, and that could be a big payday for you and your children.
My mama said the same thing. Oh my God.
Y'all okay, you can do it, child. God may be trying to. So listen, I'm a businesswoman. So if you've been asking for some money, here's your chance. You can take out a life insurance policy on him as he's going, as his caregiver. They have policies set aside for caregivers. Okay.
Oh my God.
Y'all, go ahead, put your God aside, child, and do the devil's work. Bye, Vita.
You all right? Bye, Tasha.
Let me go on and read another question real quick. Y'all hold backstage. Who is it? Corinthian, Kitty, Medusa. Y'all got some weird names, okay? Kitty, you in here twice, so you need to drop out one of them. And Courtney, okay? And Didi, y'all hold right there. Let me take another question, okay? Give me 1 second. Hold on. All righty. Okay. Oh, it's a lot. Hold on for a second. Okay. All right. So this is a confusing question, but I'm gonna read it. It just came in. My truth. If you say my name or not, I don't mind. Okay, perfect. Good afternoon, Tasha. I need your advice. My name is Terry, but I want to come to my truth with being gay or homosexual. Definitely not attracted to trans. Boo tomatoes. These are the emails right here. I'm just reading. But this is a judgment-free zone. But I don't necessarily believe in the lifestyle, period. Okay. Especially when it comes to showing the nature to kids. I'm very intuitive on my actions on how I act around them, but I digress. I do seek prayer and God, and when I do, I truly understand the devil sends the most desirable person, man, and I want it when I was in my active gay phase. And when I come out of it, somebody, someone, something plus me back. Love you, Tasha. This is why they be saying the LGBTQ, y'all got like, mental health issues and shit. Because you're gay. What the fuck is the problem? God not going to pray that away. God's not going to take that away. It is what it is. Once you went into an asshole, there ain't no coming back from that. So I don't see what the issue is. Now, if you're afraid that your kids are going to be judging you, your kids already know. Children know before you do. Your family knows. Everybody knows. The only person that's not willing to accept what the reality is you. It's you. Okay? So you trying to, that's basically what you're trying to say, right, Jasmine? You're trying to pray it away? You don't believe in it because you've been taught not to believe in it. That's why I don't believe in certain religions. Because a lot of people that wrote that book believed in it heavily. That's why they were able to write about it. But y'all don't believe the Bible gossip. I'm like, how they know men gonna be lovers of men? How they know that? Who wrote that? Only somebody that saw that. There's nothing new under the sun will know that, okay? Be you. Terrence, everybody know it's you. You just ain't accepted it. And once you accept it, you're going to be free. Just live your life, okay? But just be safe. Be safe. Because a lot of times when y'all hiding in the dark and you hold in all that aggression, and then when you finally get somebody, that urge takes off, you start to lose your logical thinking, and that's when you put yourself at risk. Because remember, okay, it's not about HIV, right? It's about how contaminated the asshole is. And that's an easy way to get some shit that's going to be hard to get rid of. It could be anything, because that is a hole meant to drain and detox, but not to go in. So you have to understand what you're putting yourself at risk for. So do not suppress something that is you, because it's going to come out. And then that's when we get people that end up getting sick. Okay. Wearing diapers at 40 and shit like that. There's a safe way to do it. There's gay men like Clive Davis, who's been doing this his whole life. He ain't got no diaper on. But he also got money to keep it sold up too. Moving on. Corinthian or Carinthian. Hello? Drop her. Medusa.
Hi.
Hi,
Hey,
Medusa.
how you doing?
I'm
Okay.
good. How are you?
I'm good. Do you remember me? I was here the last time. I don't know if you remember. It's okay.
Oh, you just got married? Girl, look,
Yep, that was me.
I got a lot of sleep this weekend.
That
So
was
I'm
me.
still trying to wake up. Yeah.
That was me. That was me.
Okay. Well, welcome back, baby. What's your
Thank you
question?
for having me. So I have been doing YouTube for about 6 years now, and I just have a question for some advice. I'm at 5,000K.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Medusa, no, we don't do no YouTube questions right now, baby. I love you to death, okay? But you gotta go. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I love you though. Katie,
How you doing, Miss Tasha?
I'm good. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Atlanta, but I'm from Baton Rouge.
Okay, shout out to Baton Rouge and Atlanta.
Facts. Yes, ma'am.
What's your question?
Well, I was calling because right now I'm currently working on my associates in film.
Okay.
And I'm looking to go back for my bachelor's. But I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between Georgia State and Clark Atlanta right now. So I was just wondering, like, your perspective on the HBCU experience versus, a predominantly white institution.
Okay, and you're studying film.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know you needed to go to college for film.
Yeah, especially to get into the union. You at least need 1 degree.
No, you don't. You just need to do a film and submit it and get it to the union. You don't need to go to college to do that.
Yeah, well, it helps, certainly, depending on the union, but it helps.
What part of film are you trying to get into?
I want to be an editor.
Oh, then shit. All you need to do is edit. Listen. Okay, I'm a businesswoman at the end of the day, right? And so what I've noticed is that a lot of colleges have programs that are set up not necessarily for you to obtain a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for you to get the training in, and then you have to go out there and kind of push it yourself. But here's the thing, as an editor, it's like, my thing is like, if I put this money towards this now, will this give me a return on my investment? Because college is an investment. What am I going to, am I going to have to go to school 10, 15 years before I see the return on my investment? Or can I start doing this now? And editing is something that you can start doing now.
I'm definitely doing it now. Like, I'm pretty deep into it now, but I also love school. Like, I just love school. Like, I love what I'm learning, and I feel like I can learn a bit more, if I just continue.
Are you got student loans?
I do.
See, I'm a businesswoman. See, it's there's no way you're gonna tell me and you're already editing that you want to go pay to do more editing and indebt yourself more. Because editing, I don't care what type of job you get, and the way Hollywood is going now and everything. Yes, you can make a lot of money at editing, but those student loans will take you your whole life to pay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you could always learn by editing. My husband never went to school for editing. He's been editing since he was 18 years old. He's 43 now. He's never went to any school. And do you see the level of quality of our broadcast? And he's, so you do not need that. I think that's just something that you're just telling yourself to help support yourself or give yourself some type of validity, but you don't need that. And there's plenty of creators online that will pay you $500, $1,000 a month. And if you get enough of them under your belt, you can be editing and paying off the student loans that you got. And once you pay them off, then if you decide that you want to go to school to learn more, then you can do that. But all you got to do is partner with somebody that's doing what you want to do, right? And they train you because you already got the basic skills. And then you learn it that way instead of going to school, and they're only going to give you the basics of it. But to become a good editor, you have to just keep doing it.
Okay. Thank you. That
Okay?
was great, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No problem.
All right. Thank you, Miss Tasha.
No problem. Courtney.
Hey, Miss Tasha.
Hey, baby. Where you calling from?
Detroit 313 is in the
got
house.
It'd be funny. Like one day we'll have Texas. No, one day we'll have Atlanta. We'll have New York. Then we have Detroit. Now it's just up north today. It's just
we out here today.
Yeah.
What's your question? We got good weather
baby?
today, so we feeling ourselves today.
What's your question?
Okay, Miss Tasha. So I have been a wino since been a wino.
Okay,
I emailed
Shout out to
you.
winos. See the wine glasses.
Period.
Okay.
I emailed you in 2018 about my marriage that I was having some troubles with, letting you know my husband was kind of tripping, like going through depression. He had lost his job, and I was really struggling coming off of having a baby. And you had suggested to me that, hey, take some time to yourself, figure out what you want to do, figure out how you want to do this, build yourself up and do your thing. Right. Of course, I did that because Auntie Tasha, and because obviously I wanted to better myself. Obviously, went back to school, got my bachelor's, back in school now, get my master's, only 10 weeks away. Shout out to me, master's in the building, okay? MSW.
Okay.
Shout out to all the social
can't
work.
tear down the Black community. Where?
It's a lie, okay?
The lies. That's the only people that don't. See, I know that. That's the only people that don't watch me. You know what I'm saying? They be saying, I'm like, y'all better get on up over here. That's why they be in y'all chat, be slaughtering y'all. But go ahead.
But okay, throughout this time, things was not getting better with my husband. I had lost a lot of trust in him. It wasn't like infidelity or anything like that, but it wasn't sexual infidelity. He was hiding money and stealing money, and I wasn't allowed like to have any of the bank accounts stuff. Like, so 2018, when I emailed you, after that happened, I went and got cash assistance for myself and my kids to make sure we were straight, got myself back in school, did all the things, whoop-de-whoop. But he was hiding money, that little money that we got through the pandemic, the early childhood, whatever thing. He took all that money. I saw not a dime of it. And I just decided to go ahead and file for divorce, right? Because I'm like, I can't no more. Like, if you gonna watch us suffer monetarily, right? Like, what are you doing? Why are you here? What are you playing off of? Girl, of course, he was angry, acted like it was like a surprise. Like, oh my God, how you gonna do this to me, right? Funny. Now, he's suddenly able, this whole time now, he wasn't working. I had told you back then he wasn't working. He hadn't been working the whole time I was in school. He wasn't working. Now, all of a sudden, girl, now he able to get 3 jobs. Now he able to do this, that, and the other. And obviously, I'm still in school, still trying to do my thing, but I'm so stressed out, so at the breaking point of everything, because not only am I studying, not only am I working and getting your MSW, you gotta do an internship, but we got 5 little boys. I'm caring for these kids, and Tasha, I'm tired. I'm so stressed out. I'm so tired. And our biggest fight right now is who can have the house. He's trying to hold on to our little piece of property. This the only thing we got together is this little piece of property. And I don't even know what else to do. Like, a piece of me want to just be like, I'm done fighting, whatever, sell the house, we'll split the proceeds. It's not no big house. It's a little house on the west side that, you know, it ain't that, but it's ours. But at the same time, like, I don't want to start all the way over, Tasha. Like, I don't, and he's proven now that he's comfortable letting me bear the brunt of the child rearing. Like, it's clear that I'm gonna have to be the person fully responsible, and I don't know what to do, Auntie.
That was a lot. That was a lot, especially with you writing back in 2018. And I'm trying to remember
I know I
what
should
I
have
told
posted
you,
it.
but I'm surprised that I didn't tell you that you would need to leave if he's, refusing to work. Like
No, you was like, you can do this, girl. You go
I
ahead.
said that.
You told me go for
Well, this is my
yourself
fault.
and put yourself together. Nope, because
But
at the
that's what
same
I
time
meant though.
I
But
put
that's
myself
that's what I
together.
meant because it's hard for me to tell somebody to leave their marriage. That's a marriage. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
People come to me all the time. Should I leave? Should I stay? And I'm like, if boyfriend and girlfriend, absolutely. I'm like, listen, just like somebody just wrote in talking about prostitutes and problems. My boyfriend got a sex addiction. He messing with prostitutes. Girl, he already chose. You just have to accept the leave. You know what I'm saying? So that's different. But you got 5 boys. They
Right.
obviously need their father. How is he with the kids right now?
He's getting better, but I feel like I've had to force that on him too. Like told him like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to pick him up. You have to at this point. Like I'm giving him the ultimatums to be a good daddy.
So you got 6 kids. Is he the type? Oh, if
Period.
we can't be together, yeah. If we can't be together, then it's either all or nothing, pretty much.
Well, I don't know if it's that, but he has told me on several occasions, and I quote, if you want to do it all by yourself, then do it all by yourself. So I don't know what
Yeah.
that means or where that's coming from. But Tasha, if I would have never,
Listen, I ain't finna sit up here and tell you leave your husband. Okay, you ain't finna get that shit out of me.
I'm already divorcing him. So that's
All
already
right.
in the mix.
Okay. So then that's cool. And I support you in that 1000%. As far as the house, because I would do it if I'm over here doing it already with 5 kids and there's no excuse. Yeah, you don't need that extra problem and extra stress. You understand? But I do not want you to close that door to him being a father to those men because they are going to have to learn how to be a man from him, even if he's not the best representation of one right now.
Yeah.
Okay. That's their father. He got to figure that shit out, and that'll be his karma to eat,
Yeah.
you know. As far as the house, I would let it go. Child, you can get a house in 3 years.
Let it go, girl.
Let it go. If it's something that you're struggling with, I always say that if you got to struggle with it, let it go.
Okay.
It's not worth your energy. It's a house. And once it's sold, you can honestly take the money that you buy from the selling the house and go in and putting it down on a bigger house for you and your kids.
Right.
How your realtor start looking for another house?
All right. Okay, Auntie. I don't want to, but I hear you.
You don't want a house?
No, I want a house. I think it's just the sentimental. I just don't want to have to start all the way back over. Like,
Girl, you've already been forced to start over, honey. You are about to walk into a new phase of your life. You are about to come out college educated. You are about to come out making over 6 figures a year. You have
period.
5 sons, okay? Honey, that is a new start. Everything got to go,
Okay.
except for the kids. You even had to leave and
Period.
show up as somebody new,
You're right.
okay? Only people that's going to remain the same is them children. That nigga got to go too. He got to go, okay?
Okay.
So, yes, let it go. Take the money and put it towards a new house, a new seed. Because houses it holds energy.
Yeah.
And what was your life like in that house? Do you want it reminding you of all the pain and shit that you went through?
No, I actually don't.
Let that shit go, girl.
Okay. Okay.
And he got to go to now. If he want to buy it from you, let him buy it from you.
Now he ain't got no money, girl.
Well, then you gotta let them white folks take it.
Damn. I don't want the white folks to be in our neighborhood.
Let them go, girl. Let them go. All right.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
mama. And call back when you get that degree now.
I sure will. And I'm
All
going to send
right.
pictures
I'm so
and
happy
everything.
for you. Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, last caller. Dee Dee, how you doing?
Hey, Tasha, how are you?
I'm good. Where you calling from?
I am calling from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I'm originally from Camden, New Jersey. I've been here 13 years, I'll say.
What's your question?
Okay, my question's going to be for the older gal now. I'm 60. I have been disabled for the last, became disabled at 36. My life has been full of pain management and degenerative disc disease, physical and mental disabilities. I went through a divorce, got rid of a narcissist, and now I'm single. I'm on my own, but I am having a problem with purpose. I've gotten stuck to a point where, like, I don't know where to go from here. I'm a little tired of all the medical doctors and injections and, the things that are my life. This is my life, and I'm just trying to find a way to get my footing. I had a bipolar meltdown about 2 weeks ago. I do have a psychiatrist, a therapist, and I am being medicated. We don't have medication. I just can't get a grip on life at this point. It's like, and then financially, I'm on a fixed income. And as you know, when you're on Social Security disability, they sort of cut you off with what you can make. I've tried to have little online jobs, get on the computer. But as soon as I do, and they start seeing me making money, then they're taking it. So I'm like, how do I change my financial situation? How do I up myself when the government basically has you blocked? When you're on disability, they don't really let you get any kind of work or nothing done at all. And I've been on online jobs, one after another. And then as soon as they find out, oh, we're going to take your Medicaid. Oh, we got to take your Medicare. We're going to take your assistance. And so now I'm tired. I'm worn out. Because I'm a woman. My career was paralegal. In the earlier part of my life, I was a paralegal. When I became disabled, I was working at a psychiatric home, believe it or not, in New Jersey. And I was working for the state, had good money, making good money. And this disability just struck me out of nowhere. And so I can't find my footing. I don't know what to do now. And I want to increase my finances. I want to move. They repossessed my car like 3 weeks ago. So like in my life, everything's been raining down on me like all at once. And I just said, maybe you would have some advice of how to gain my footing again. I know I'm 60. I'm old now.
Not
And
old.
I got
60
disabilities.
is not old.
But I'm just saying with the physical conditions that I have, it just, it's debilitating.
What are your physical conditions, if you don't mind me asking?
I have degenerative disc disease. And because of that, I have discs that have cracked in half in my back and my neck. And I have to get pain injections every 3 months in the back of my cervical and my lumbar. And I have been doing that for years. And I'm on all kinds of mental medication. Of course, I'm on pain medication. And my life is like a pharmacy cabinet. Like, it's all pharmacy. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to get that last grasp of life before I leave here. I want to do so much more with my life. I just want to do more with my life. And I don't know where to start. I mean, because, I always say where there's a barrier and an obstacle, there's got to be always something that you can do. But like I said, I do suffer with bipolar. So sometimes I'm on the up. I'm coming up with bright ideas. I'm researching. I'm reading. I'm looking for opportunities. And then maybe the next 4 days, it's like a total downer. I'm like in white noise, white space. And I don't know what to do. But let me quickly put this in because I don't want to take up a lot of your time. First of all, I want to say something to you. You are a beautiful, intelligent, confident, and a very wonderful person. I like you, and I'm going to tell you why I like you. I don't care what anybody else says. You tell the truth with no chaser, and I like that. You give us facts, because I'm a fact person. I am not beating around the bush. I'm not fancying up nothing. If I can prove it, I have the research on it, then I'm going to speak. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to know that I am a fan of yours. Me and my daughter listen to you all the time. And I want you to be encouraged. Keep on going. And I also love, I see that you are making a transition as well. And I like it. I think this is beautiful.
What transition you see?
I see this transition with the live, like with the questions going on to another arena, another area. You're still going to be you now.
Oh
But
yeah.
I like this set that you're doing right now because now you're reaching, you always did, but you're reaching out to people who need to hear that voice in the internet that may have an answer just for you at that time in your life. And I absolutely ask God to continue blessing you and your husband and your family. You're a wonderful person. I had to get that off my heart and say that to you.
Thank you. And
Yeah,
I receive all of that. Thank you so
yeah,
much. Thank you.
yeah.
And
But with me, I'm just trying to get a grasp. I don't know what it is. I'm trying
I
to figure it
understand.
all
I
out.
understand. There is a program, and I
Mhm.
have to get my mom to tell me what that program is, but it's a
Okay.
federally funded program for people who are on disability
Yes.
who have that same issue as getting employment. Like if they make too much, then
Yeah.
they're going to basically cut your benefits off.
And
So
I've been
my
going through that, up and down.
Right. So my mom went through that too because she was disabled from the military and then became a respiratory therapist, and of course they was going to take her benefits from the military, and then it was a lot of stuff going on. So she's under a program right now federally which allows her to be a substitute teacher. And through that program, because they lack substitute teachers and stuff like that, they really need the help in the school system to support students. And I think she works with the kids with learning disabilities and things like that. And
Right.
so basically, she's just an assistant to the actual teacher in the classroom a couple days a week, and they keep them under a certain number of hours so that they can still continue to get their benefits while
Oh,
at the same time working.
okay.
And my mom does have bipolar disorder as well too.
Okay. So
So,
you're
yes. So
familiar.
this is something I'm very, very familiar with. And
Okay.
so, and she has back pain that she's dealt with ever since the military and stuff like that, and a lot of other issues going on, but she was going through the same thing. Um, as far as I'm gonna have to tell you this, you're gonna have to find a companion for someone like you, and I know black women love black men, and I know we
Still love
we
them,
we
but you gotta remember, I divorced one.
yes. So
I
go
went
Latina.
back,
Go
wait,
Latina.
went
Find
back
you a
on a dating site.
Latina.
Hold on. Went back on a dating site and found another narcissist. So
Oh Lord Jesus.
I'm like totally out of the game right now.
No,
I'm just
baby, you gotta meet them at the grocery store. You can meet a man, you can meet a Latin man, they're used to dating black women and stuff because their women are black too,
yeah.
as
Yeah, and I
far as skin color
love
wise.
men, and I love my black men. Yes, I do. I love black men. Yes, I do. I love them.
I get it.
I
We all do.
would love to have
But
another
we
one.
gotta get with what we're dealt, you know.
Yeah,
And
I would love to
so
have one in my life. Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, and so I want you to focus on finding a companion. You don't have to get on the website to do that.
Mhm.
Just join, go to the grocery store and start having conversations and stuff with your neighbors. Find a I ain't gonna say that I hate meeting people at church because they all got problems.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But
Yeah.
just find like a hobby or something that you love. That could be anything. I don't know what's in your town as far as Fayetteville and stuff
Oh,
like that. But
yeah.
start putting yourself out there like that. And then what I'll do is if you can send me an email
I
and
did.
put
I just sent you one today.
okay, perfect.
And I just said just checking, making sure I got the right email address, and sent you another compliment. And so you go ahead and email me.
Okay, I got you, Didi. I got you. I just started. Okay, I got you. So what
Okay.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask my mom about that. Because I do know it's a catch-22 with the working and stuff like that. So
Yes,
what
it
I'm
is.
gonna do is
Yes,
ask her
it is.
what program that is that she's under because they do have certain programs federally that they have to employ you because they understand that people just don't want to sit home all day. And it could be skills that could be used. You know what I'm saying? And you being a paralegal,
Right.
they may have to go in and sign some type of form to say that they're not going to employ you for more than these hours so
Right.
that you can still keep your state benefits.
Okay, that I would love. That I would
Okay.
love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. But as far as the other thing, I think once you get out and you start, finding companionship, you'll be fine on that. Keep on your medication. I
Oh
would
yeah.
say, as someone who deals with someone who's bipolar and stuff like that,
Mhm.
your diet is a big thing.
Mhm.
Certain things can make you, fly off the handle. The way
Yeah.
you react to caffeine, the way you react to sugar,
Yes.
having a balanced diet,
And I got diabetes. I already have
see,
that.
you definitely need to get your diet together.
Yeah. I sort of
Okay?
eat healthy and eat like I'm supposed to with my diabetes.
Exactly.
I just
And
got
that's probably
three
got a lot to do with you stress
pills. So I'm
eating and all that stuff. So you gotta get on YouTube, Figure out how to reverse it using fasting and stuff like that. Consult with your doctor and fix yourself nutritionally first. You'll notice that a lot of your bipolar symptoms are not going to go away, but it'll be less, reoccurrences of them happening.
I got you.
Because your mood will be stabilized because you ain't got blood sugar levels you got to worry about. Right. Then you got the food that's making you, react a certain way. And then you got problems on top of life. So start nutritionally with changing your diet, getting with your doctor, getting balanced. Right. Okay. Right. Getting rid of that diabetes because you can get rid of it because you don't want it to turn worse. And then you confined to a wheelchair with issues in your back. That's what you don't want. Yeah. Okay. And then focus on finding a companion, and I'll get you the information on the federal set aside for people such as yourself.
I truly appreciate it. And just another note, and I'm going to leave. Just wanted to let you know I'm an Aries too.
My mama Aries, Lord Jesus.
So am I. But you be
y'all hard-headed. Y'all hard-headed. Yes. So thank you so much. Okay.
Beautiful. I'm going to keep watching you, and you look beautiful. I love your outfit as well, and you're always looking gorgeous. So
thank you.
Yeah, love you, Tasha.
I love you. Okay. Bye-bye, Didi. All right. Let me see the chat. Did y'all enjoy happy hour? Yes. Oh, Lord Jesus. It was a lot. It's a lot. I just got rest. Shaq gave me a lot of rest over the last 2 days. Yes, I feel great. I needed it. Okay. All right. So listen, don't forget. Get your tickets October 20th. Wine Gossip Comedy in Miami at the Flamingo Bar Theater. Thank you so much to all of the donations. We need them all. Okay, we know that y'all love this segment. We're not going to try to cancel it again. We're going to try to keep it going. And then it just get bigger and bigger, okay? So listen, if you want the celebrity gossip portion of the show, you got to come to tashaklive.com to get that. All right, we're going to be talking about Lotto. We're also going to be talking about DJ Vlad and this whole Tupac thing. Also going to be discussing Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble. Okay, got some wine on that. Shannon Sharp, Brittany Renner, and Sukiyano. The Waffle House is on strike. Wayne Brady, Terrell Owens coming out saying he don't like no black women, and this why. Also going to be discussing Taylor Swift, Akbar V crying on the internet about her husband cheating, and Charlamagne the God, Usher, and much, much more, all coming up on TashaKLive.com. And let's do, you want to do 7:45? What you want to do? Hey, damn. Yeah, move it up. All right, 7:45. Unless, can we be done with it in an hour from 8 to 9, and we out the office by 9? Okay, all right, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, TashaKLive.com. Don't forget to get your tickets. Thank you so much. I love y'all. I hope that you enjoy the show. Okay, it's been a messy, mixy couple of weeks. Love it. Okay. And if you want to be a part of Happy Hour, don't forget, email me, unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. If you have a story that you want to tell that's powerful on the platform, please feel free to email us at stories@tashaklive.com. If you want to advertise this with us, hit us at ads@tashaklive.com. Don't forget to get your tickets. Okay, we only got a few left that we letting go. Okay, to our October 20th Wine Gossip and Comedy Show. It is officially Wino Weekend. And with that being said, thank you to Jazz and thank you to Teddy. Thank you to all of you guys. I love you. Head over to TashaKLive.com. Now I gotta go. Bye.